Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Drinks with Neo, guys. This is episode 4 or episode quattro. Welcome in, everybody. I want to say thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode, guys. As always, guys, let's get you started off with the intro, baby. Well, hello, everybody. And again, like I said, welcome into another Drinks with Neo. And as you guys can see, we only have one cam. Yes, this episode is featuring yours truly, Neoprime12. Well, guys, it's me. I'm Neoprime12. And yes, it is featuring moi this episode. So guys, as always, we start off with a drink, and tonight we are drinking something very special, all the way from New York. We got it in a package last week, chat. It's called, from Angry Orchard, from Upper New York. It's called No Assembly Required. It is a 1 pint, 6.4 ounce. Look at that bad boy, baby. Let me see if the camera focuses up on that. Yes, this is what we're having tonight, guys. Welcome in. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, guys. Since this episode is featuring me. I am a content creator on Twitch, and I do a weekly show all about streaming, all about gaming. And this week we are talking about networking and how hard it can be sometimes, guys. Like I said, I've been streaming for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years now, between 2 different platforms. I've been live on Twitch. I've been live on Facebook. I've been working both platforms. So just a little bit of things, a little bit of knowledge there. As always, guys, I would like to partake and let you guys know what my opinion is about networking. So it's a very big thing. And if you guys couldn't tell, I got some sun today, y'all. So on this stream, you're going to be seeing this video. I do look a little red. I do apologize. But yes, I got some sun. So on this VOD, guys, which we will later upload on from Twitch, we'll upload to YouTube on Sunday. You guys are more than welcome to watch the replay. Guys, again, thank you so much for the support over the last 2 weeks. You guys have been absolutely freaking amazing on the videos, guys, and I want to say thank you again for the continued support, because I know you guys will. And as that fact, guys, cheers to you, cheers to me, as always, guys. This is No Assembly Required, so cheers, everybody. And since this today is a solo show, we will be doing a Q&A throughout the show. And so it's going to be a little bit different. So if you guys are on YouTube, you won't see the questions. But if you guys go back and rewatch the VOD on Twitch, you will see the questions also then and there. But guys, so what we're doing today is we're talking about networking. And what is networking? What does it mean? How does it work? What are the proper ways to do networking? Why is networking important? Is it not important? Can you survive without networking? There's all these questions to answer, chat. All these questions to answer. All about networking. And so basically, let me just sum up what networking is, guys. Networking is a relationship between people that is that mutually benefits each other. The reason why I say that this isn't a streaming content creation platform, and let me tell you why, the reason I say that and the reason why it is that. You need a networking, you're building relationships, and you take those relationships, and when you build these relationships, you guys come together. And networking is a relationship that you work on with another person, and you you value that relationship, and how does that value perceived inside of networking? A lot of people are concerned about networking. What is value? Do I add value? As a small streamer, that is always the question I always got to ask myself. What kind of value can I add to this person that I would like to network with? How can I benefit them? That is how you have to look at networking. How do I benefit that person? And that's what makes networking so scary. It's because you don't know how. Sometimes you don't know how networking does that. How do you benefit that other person? So that is the key of the talk. Key of the trade is a lot of people don't understand is people believe when they go into networking, it's all about me. And actually, the way you need to look at networking is not a me situation, guys. Networking needs to be looked upon in a way as, how do I, Neoprime12, benefit person A? How do I benefit person B that I would like to network with? And how are these benefits? And what do I mean by benefits, or what do I mean by support? What do I mean by that? And support is just not given. It is technically earned. But with that being said, I support by giving my time to that person, either A, via in their stream, just hanging out, talking to chat, shooting the breeze, or if they have a question, help them out with something on their stream, or hey, this person needs help uploading a YouTube video. How do you do that? Or being a positive light, being a positive personality for that person, so they can actually go on and be who they want to be to achieve their goals. Because within networking, guys, so listen, hear me out. We're talking about the positives of networking as of right now, and why it is important. We are talking about the support and how do you support within networking, because we're circling back. Our whole key here, guys, is networking is a relationship between two people, and it should mutually benefit each other. The biggest thing with this is I support them on a network side, so that in return, that person will hopefully support me, as long as we have built that relationship. Because you can't go in expecting that. What you have to do is build a relationship, because once again, networking is a relationship between two people. And that's what we're going to circle back about the entire time. We're going to talk about the do's and the don'ts and things like that. Like I said, guys, this is an open Q&A about this podcast and networking, and what my struggles are, what are my benefits of what I've seen within almost my 2 years of streaming. So like I said, guys, you guys are more than welcome to ask questions in chat and things like that, because this is just me tonight on the stream. So basically, guys, one of the statements that I definitely believe in, your stream will rise and fall by the people you surround yourself with. So let that stick in real quick. And this is why networking is important. You want to surround yourself with, so streaming is not easy. Being a content creator is not easy, because you have to create content. You have to stream, play games, post on here, post there, post that, right? So you kind of want to surround yourself with people that will benefit you in the long run and give you that positive influence to keep you going, to keep you moving. And like I was saying, so remember this, guys. Remember this. You will rise or you will fall by the people you surround yourself with, and you will never be successful if you surround yourself with people that are negative. So let that sink in, and that's when it's important to choose who you network with. And so that is the number one thing you guys have to concern yourself with. Being a small streamer, one of the things that the biggest mistakes that have been made with small streamers and stuff like that, and I consider myself a small streamer, one of the biggest mistakes that have been made is trying to network with everybody. You go out there and you try to network with everybody, because it has been proven through data that the more people you try to network with or try to build relationships with, when I use the word network, I mean relationships. When you try to build relationships with, you will definitely have less of a connection. You have less of a connection with them. So for example, if I build relationships with just 50 people, I will have a stronger bond with those 50 people than I will have with 150 people. Does that make sense that I'm trying to build a network with? So once again, let me repeat that once again. I will have a stronger bond because I can devote more time to those 50 people compared to the 150 people. Because it's just me. I only have me. You definitely have to pick. So Wildcard Gaming saying you definitely have to pick and choose who you work with. Absolutely. I believe that is 100% true. And being a small streamer, it is, if you want to grow, it is all about building those relationships with those 50 people or those 10 people or those 15 people, and doing the networking within that group and choosing that positive, the people that are going to support you in some kind of way. And let's go back over to support. Support is just not coming in and, hey, I'm here to support you. Hey, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. That support is coming in and really being that person that, that supports, as in, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? How's your day going? Hey, Neo, how you doing? I'm here. What's up, man? How's your day? It really builds that connection. Really, really, really builds that connection and things like that. Chat's being stupid, guys, on the VOD. Woo! Let's go, baby. But it is really building that connection with that person. And how do you build connections? And it's just, you don't have to be, a lot of people saying, hey, I support you. Hey, here's 100 stars or on Facebook, or here's 100 biddies. Here's a subby. Here's this, here's that. Yes, that is showing support on a money side. But when you build relationships with content creators, it has to be more than money. It has to be more mental than anything else. Like, hey, if you need something, I'm here. I can help you out. And those are the types of relationships of networking wise that you want to be building your relationships off of. It feels good when people acknowledge you and remember the little things you have told them. Absolutely, Phoenix. Abso-freaking-lutely. And let me tell you guys that networking is not easy. And let me tell you why, guys. Why is networking so hard? Does it take time? Does it take effort? The ability to reach out to people, the ability to just talk and have a conversation. And all four of those items are absolutely freaking true. Are you comfortable with being called a clout chaser sometimes? Because what's going to happen is you're going to reach out to somebody and you're going to want to try to build this relationship. And then they're going to come back and say, hey, that man right there, Neoprime12, he's a clout chasing. He's out there to, ride your coattails. And that's not necessarily true. When you're networking, those things can be said about you. And those things are the things you got to brush off your shoulders when networking. Because networking is not easy. Because it takes time. It takes effort. It takes the ability to talk to people. It takes the ability to reach out and not be shy. So one of the things I've learned in the past with networking is, and this is just a recent thing. I've been trying to, so I'm going to use this show as an example. I am trying to reach out to content creators. And the way I've been trying to reach out to content creators to get them onto the show is I've been trying to use Twitter. Twitter is a great tool to network. Twitter, Discords, Facebook, what else? There's Facebook, TikTok. Those are all great ways to network, but there's a proper way about going about each one. And what I've been doing on Twitter lately is not the right way. And let me explain what do I mean by that. On Twitter, I post, hey, Drinks with Neo is coming up this week, guys. I'm looking for people to be that good content creators that want to be on the show. And if anybody wants to know, wants to be on the show, just, tag yourself and I'll reach out. And I drop some hashtags on it to try to get some movement on it. And you know what happens? No movement happens. And you want to know why, guys? No movement happens on it. And I'll be honest with you. People are gonna look and say, who the fuck is Neoprime12? And what the fuck is Drinks with Neo? Who the hell is he? And what the hell is this podcast all about? And that's what happens. So what happens is that person that saw that tweet just scrolled by because they read it and they were like, who the fuck is this? What the I don't want to be part of this shit. What the hell? So that is not the proper way to network. The proper way is to physically, if there's somebody you want to build that relationship with, that connection, and with, you can go through and contact that person. You have to reach out. You have to have a conversation. You have to take the time to know a little bit about that person you are reaching out to. That you have to have the ability to do that. Those are the 4 keys. Take the time. Know a little bit about the person you want to reach out to. Will it be a benefit to you and to them? Do you have the ability to talk? Those are keys. And some of the proper way is, I've used on Twitter, and this is a example of a proper way of reaching out for networking. Boomer B said, hey, you know what? This guy, I think he would be good to be on the show. What do you think? I said, Boomer, I trust your opinion. Let me reach out to this guy. Hey. And I sent a direct DM to these people. And what happens is I explain who I am, what I'm doing, what my goal is, and why I want to have them there. And they read it. Did they get back to me? No, they didn't, but that's okay. That's okay. But I went up through the proper way of contacting them through Twitter to try to get networking done to build a relationship. And that is a start of a relationship, is by sending that message in the first place. That is the building foundation of networking, is being able to send out the message. But once again, it comes back to it. Why did that person not respond back? It comes back to, when networking builds a relationship between 2 mutual people to benefit each other. And 100%, Boomer B just said in chat, it all boils down to sales. You're selling yourself. Without recommendations, it's a cold call. 100%. And you are taking that cold call and trying to flip it into something, into a relationship. And you're selling yourself. That is a great point. As a small streamer, I believe 100% if you do not network. And what do I mean by a small streamer? I mean anybody that is not Tim the Tap Man, JD Courage, Nick Merckx, Sweet Tails, anybody that's Z-Laner, anybody that has a big following, anybody that's a small streamer. I believe if you don't network, you won't grow. And everybody wants to grow within the streaming industry. Even if you do this as a hobby, you want to grow. So what does that mean as me doing this as a hobby? I still have to network to grow this channel, to grow this platform, to continue talking about things in the streaming world because networking is important. And I don't think people value networking enough. I 100% don't think people value networking, and they don't think it is as important because it is somewhat of a lost art. Liz coming in with the beautiful thing, saying a nice thing to me, guys. Like I said, this is a different kind of, for anybody that's watching on YouTube, this is a little bit different because it is me featuring me today, guys. So I will be reading chat like I don't normally do during a VOD. But Liz said, "You definitely sell yourself. You're so funny, kind, lovable. Your merch is fire, and overall, you're an amazing streamer." And I want to say thank you for the kind words. Definitely think about the kind words. I appreciate you. So I want to go through some of the don'ts and some of the don'ts in networking that you don't want to do. So one of the number one causes that turn you off as a person, as a streamer to another streamer. Let me tell you this. This is the number one reason why somebody won't network with you. Don't go into someone's chat and try to get known. Don't go into someone's chat and try to get known. And what do I mean by that? Hey, I go into, let's just say I go into some rando's chat and I go, "Hey, my name is Neoprime12. I just want to say, hey man, I hope you have a great stream. And man, but I gotta go. I gotta go stream myself." And that I don't, you don't slap yourself on the hand if you do that. Slap yourself on the hand if you have done that, because that you don't go and do that. The reason why is because you were trying to go in and let people know, hey, I'm a streamer. Hey, your people should come watch me just because I'm about to go live. Or hey, I just went live. If you're about to raid somebody, you should raid me. Don't do that, because that is not how you network. Always posting on that person's Twitter, on their Instagram, Facebook, whatever, always posting something to try to be noticed. There's proper ways to get noticed to start networking. And we've gone into some of those ways. Going into someone's Discord to try to poach them. Don't go into someone's community, into someone's Discord they have built up and try to poach people, because trust me, that streamer will know, that community will know, and you will just be a target at that moment in time. That is not proper ways to network. How about asking for a battle pass, asking for free merch, things like that, or asking for battle passes, things like that. That is absolutely not the way to do it. Networking, so networking is key to everything. I 100% believe that. I 100% believe that. So let me give you guys examples of things that have worked for me in networking. Perfect example for me, guys, is I like to watch, when I start networking with somebody, I watch their streams. I'll sit in the background and I'll watch their streams, and I'll sit there and I'll watch. I won't say a word. I won't say nothing. And then, all right, I'm vibing with this person. I feel this person. This person and I can relate. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I can relate to this person. Now that I relate to the streamer, I can relate to that person, and I could see that, hey, you know what? This person's really cool. Let me start talking in their chat. Hey man, how you doing? Oh man, you're killing the game. You're doing a great job. You know, being a positive influence in that person's chat. So now that I'm starting to be a positive influence inside that chat, I'm going to use the person. I'm going to just say Boomer. I'm going to say Boomer is a streamer. I'm going to use Boomer as an example. He was in our video last week. So I'm gonna use Boomer as as a person. So Boomer, Boomer's playing this game. I'm like, man, dude, that's a 6th night. Dude, you're doing great. Keep up the good work, brother. Oh, snap. Hyping him up, doing that, doing this, doing that. Now Boomer starts to see Neo as a person that's hyping up chat. He's there, he's hanging out, he's having a good time. Oh man, that person's vibing out. And then, and sometimes as a streamer, you can tell how people or some other people's are streamers. And Boomer might be like, hey Neo, do you stream? At that moment in time, it's okay to be like, yeah man, I stream every so often. He's like, yeah man, I'll check you out sometime. It's like, cool. And over that next couple months, Boomer and I just hang out, we talk in each other's chats. We start to build that relationship. We start to build a relationship. And once that relationship is now built upon one of another of us supporting each other in some way, somehow, we have now successfully made a network between him and I that has allowed us to do different things. So that is a perfect example on how to go about networking a proper way, and the importance of doing that, because now if I need something, Boomer's there. If Boomer needs something, I'm there. And that's how networking should work. Networking, remember guys, networking should never, ever, 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 and I'll say this again, ever be a one-way street. Never, ever, ever should be a one-way street. And if it ever becomes a one-way street, then that the relationship that was built between the two people, A, wasn't strong enough, or B, was built the wrong way. And if built the wrong way, it's time to separate that relationship. Because once again, you rise and you fall by the people you build and put into your network. Now, I do want to explain something different. That's a little bit different, and I believe this is a different thing. You have networking, and then you have your circle. You are who you hang out with, 100%. There is your network, and then there's your circle. And what do I mean by your circle? Your circle is a group of people that you 100% trust no matter what. Is that networking? Is that a type of networking? Absolutely. But is it the type of networking that you're looking for to build streaming relationships? And I will say no. And the reason why I say that is because your circle is there no matter what. Networking should be a calculated risk. And what I mean by that is you're calculating a risk of putting somebody into your network and to make sure that it is worth the time to be networking with that person. Your circle is always there. And now remember this, your circle is always smaller than your network. And I hope that sinks in. I really hope that sinks in with you guys as streamers. Because someone's going to come around and say, hey, everybody's close to me. Everybody's close to me. Blah, 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 blah. So, but that's my circle. My network is my circle. No, your network is not your circle. Your circle is your people that you trust in and day out, no matter what. Your network are people that you build relationships with that take care of things for you guys. So, oh man, chat's going a little crazy right now, guys. Got me laughing. The other thing is like this, guys. Let me explain this to you. We talked about things like this. Does it take time? Does it take effort? Does it take the ability to talk? Does it take the ability to reach out? Those 4 items. Those 4 items will never matter. Those 4 items will never matter if you never take the risk to reach out, to network. It'll never, ever happen if you don't take that risk. 100%. So like Michael Jordan said, or I think it was I was thinking it was Michael Jordan, or it was Steve I want to say Steve Smith always said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So Tango coming in, my man, out here dropping knowledge and life skills. Always appreciate you, bro. 100% appreciate you, my friend. And usually don't give sub shout outs here, but like I said, this VOD is definitely a little bit different. Trio Fran, thank you for the 7 months, my friend. So going back into this networking and why is it important and why does it help you grow? Because so streaming is a very, that quote was Wayne Gretzky. I was wrong. Damn it. I thought it was Michael Jordan or Steve Smith, the ESPN guy. It's Wayne Gretzky. All right, guys, I was wrong. My bad. Wayne Gretzky said, you'll never make 100%. You'll never make any. Well, now I'm going to get the stupid thing wrong. God dang it. You know, just a reminder, guys, just a reminder, these podcasts are raw and uncut and unedited, chat. Again, they are raw, uncut, and unedited. So I apologize to Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky, don't sue me. Please don't sue me. So, so once again, guys, chat, if you guys want to ask any questions about networking, this whole thing is all about networking, guys. If you guys have any questions about networking and anything like that, please ask them in chat and I will try to answer them. Like I said, this is an open forum podcast tonight because you guys just got my smiling face tonight. So please ask questions. So we talked about the reasons why you want to network. Uh, 60% of the time, it works every time. Ron Burgundy, such a great movie. How far into networking do you have to get before you ask for? Oh my God. Oh my God. A long time, Boomer, a long time. You should never ask for the toe picks. But I thought it was a real question. I just read it thinking it was a damn real question. Okay, you got me. You got me. Dang. But guys, so we went over the reasons why. So as a small streamer, a lot of people make mistakes, and then also a lot of people are scared to reach out to people. That is the biggest fear. The biggest fear for people. The biggest fear for people, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Is in life is one of the biggest fears for a human is rejection. 100% is rejection. In networking, there's gonna be a lot of rejection, and you kind of have to have a little bit of thick skin. And you kind of have to have a little bit of a thick skin when it comes to the rejection process, because you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Not everybody's going to want to respond to you. Not everybody that you try to reach out to are going to want to work with you as a person and things like that. So rejection is going to be one of the biggest causes why people don't want to network, because that is a big fear. So one of the questions we just got asked, how has networking impacted your streaming? So personally for me, networking has impacted me a lot. I've been able to build relationships with a lot of different content creators. And my network is a lot of for me is a tight circle, because I've trimmed down a lot of my my networking to certain people, and I've kind of lost my network because of a circle that I kept. So I have to work to build more relationships that will benefit me and benefit the person that I want to build that relationship with for networking. So for me, in real for networking has impacted me a lot. It's helping me to grow as a person. It definitely helped me grow as a person on stream. It's helped me become confident. People in my corner have helped me to grow in ways that they'll never know, and to be confident behind the camera, have a mic, to have conversations and things like that. So I think networking is those people that I had that formed into a circle instead of a network, which is fine, which is totally fine. I just have to grow my network. And going back into that, how have you networked in real life off stream? So I personally I've met two streamers offline in real life, and it was an amazing experience to be sit down with those people and have lunch with them in real life. And big shout out to Moonshine Meg and to One Handed Gil. I've met them in real life. Amazing people, great content creators. Only One Handed Gil still streams, but he is an amazing person, amazing story, and people like that to have you in your corner is absolutely amazing to meet them in person. Phoenix on Fire asks, have you lost connections since you changed to Twitch from Facebook streaming community? Yes. That 100% yes. I have lost people from within my circle that I thought were within my network that I thought I considered to be important. And that's when it goes back to know who you networking with, and does it benefit you and does it benefit them? Is it a one-way street or is it a two-way street? Because if it's a one-way street, what's going to happen is you're going to lose those connections. And that's exactly what happened. I lost those connections. Now, has Twitch been a blessing with me and restarting trying to get this networking back up? Absolutely. Now, let me say this as a side note. Should it matter if you're on purple, aka Twitch, or should it matter if you're on blue, aka Facebook? Should it matter if you're on YouTube, aka red? No, it shouldn't matter. Because if you built that relationship with that person, it shouldn't matter where you put your content. 100%. And that's why it's important to have, when you're networking, to make sure, and you guys have heard me repeat it, to be a two-way street, not a one-way street. Boomer asks, networking is especially key on Twitch, where discovering new streamers is hard. Now, with that being said, that is 100% true. Discoverability on Twitch is based off of no algorithm. It is basically your spot in line is based off the amount of viewers you have in your category. So if I have one viewer, in the Call of Duty Warzone category, that means I'm lumped in with the hundreds of other people that have one viewer. If I have two viewers, that means I'm above the one viewers. And yes, the discoverability is a lot harder. That's why networking to be as a way to be discovered, aka networking through TikTok, networking, becoming in and co-streaming, whatever you prefer to do with that can be done. But that is, once again, is done through networking. Absolutely done through networking. Blah 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 blah. Skywarp says you're an inspiration, man. I appreciate you. Cheers to you, brother. Trio fan asked me, do you prefer to play with friends over other streamers? That is a, on a networking basis, if it is a co-stream, I don't mind playing with other streamers. And once again, I don't ever mind. The easiest way for me to answer this question is if it's a co-stream, I want to play with the streamer. If it's just a anytime stream, I'm more than likely just gonna open it up. It doesn't matter if you're stream or not. I'll play with you, typically, and it depends on the situation. But that is more of a situational question. Do I prefer to play with streamers or over or friends? And it just all depends on the situation. I wouldn't say one is more important than the other, but on a networking basis, if you schedule a co-stream, try to stick to that co-stream and make sure you outline within that co-stream what do you expect, what does that person expect. So Fire Girl Collins is saying Twitch doesn't have any time. So we're getting a little bit sidetracked here because we're all talking about networking. But Twitch doesn't have any time of any type of communication for your followers. You think it needs to add? You need a way to advertise to your followers at special events like, hey, birthday stream on Sunday, charity fundraiser, without having to tune into each other's stream or miss it. So the biggest thing with that, I am drinking an Angry Orchard, no assembly required. You can only get these in New York. This was shipped down to me. I know you can't see because the lighting, the camera's freaking bad, y'all, but there's a cool looking ass can. To answer that, to your question about the platforms, so the way to communicate, so ways of forms of communication off of Twitch is via Discord, via Twitter, via making a TikTok, having your community see it. So basically, Twitch is a streaming platform. It's not a social media platform like Facebook. And that's going to be your biggest difference on one of the biggest advantages of Facebook is, hey, I can post, hey, I'm going live at this time. I'll see you there. With Twitch, you could place a schedule on the schedule link on the schedule side of Twitch, and they can see it in the schedule. But more than likely, followers are going to see it in Discord or on your Twitter. So with networking and communication wise, that's on the communication side. More likely is to have your Discord, a strong Discord set up, and a Twitter. It does go back to Twitch is making it harder for streamers to advertise and network their stuff. So you don't network through your stream. Your streaming is not through where you network. You network off stream. A lot of times you network off stream. Your discoverability is a lot different than what it is to be networking. So once again, discoverability and networking is two different things. Now you can use networking to help yourself be discovered in a manufacturer, but discoverability and networking are two different things. So with that being said, networking, you network off Twitch, you network through Twitter, you can network through Instagram, you can network through Facebook, you can network through your Discord. It's all so. And if I wanted to co-stream with you, I'd have to use another platform. Absolutely. That is the disadvantage of Twitch. The disadvantage of Twitch, 100%. So that is the disadvantage of Twitch. 100%. But you shouldn't, as a content creator, networking is a small piece of the pie. And if you were to draw a pie, This is a weird looking fucking pie, by the way, guys. A weird looking pie. Networking is a piece of the pie. Content creation is another piece of the pie. Building a community is another piece of the pie. And actually streaming is the last piece of the pie. So those 4 pillars, I believe, are important. Having a good stream, networking, creating offline content, and I forgot the 4th one already, but and to make a good stream. And that is the biggest thing. Oh my God, I can't believe I just had a brain fart. I just had it all in front of me. But anyways, don't worry about that, chat. But like I was saying, networking. Sorry, networking is the last part of that equation. That's why networking is so important to small streamers. You got to understand your Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Disrespect, your Dr. Disrespect, who else? JD Courage, all your big sweet tails, Z Laner, all them, they all started with networking. They 100% had to start with networking. Now, do they need to network as much? No. You want to know why? Stone Mountain's a great example. They all started with networking to build their channels. Stone Mountain's a great example. They all started networking to build their channels. Now, do they still network? Yes. But Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tap Man, they play together all the time. Dr. Disrespect, Z Laner play all together all the time. So what situation does that move them into? That's their circle. That's their circle. So that's what makes it a little bit different. That's the old guy that plays Call of Duty. Stone Mountain. Yeah, Stone Mountain. Yes. Stone Mountain is the older gentleman. He's not that old. He's like my age. I believe Stone Mountain is my age. Yes. So those guys all started out with networking and building up, playing with a group of people that they created relationships with, and it allowed them to become a bigger community. So guys, if there's anything that you guys took out of this entire thing, I want you guys to take this. And if you guys have any more questions, please fire the questions away. You guys, this could be networking questions, or if this is a question you guys have for me, I'll take a Q&A at the end of this. If you guys have any questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to answer them tonight on this channel, because this hopefully will be the only Drinks with Neo that just focuses on that has me starring me. Because I like it when it stars everybody else and just me asking the questions, and then these people got to think of the answers. Because basically what you guys don't understand is I got a bunch of questions inside my face in front of me that I'm just reading off. So, and I'm answering myself. I'm reading the question in my head, then I'm answering it. So if you guys have any questions about networking, if you guys have any questions to me, please ask at this time. But guys, I want to leave you with this, and I want you guys to think about this. You want to be a reporter? Hey, you never know. If you don't network, you won't grow. That's just the bottom line. If you want to grow, you must network. As a small streamer. And the reason why is that you can't do this on your own, and networking allows you to have the support of everybody to help you out. And that is the most important thing to streaming. Is streaming can be a lonely world by yourself. But if you have the support of anyone else to help you out in your network, it is not so lonely, and you will become a success. Now, success is based off of different things on how you view success, but you will become successful in a way that you never known without not networking. How do you feel about other followers throwing your name into larger streamers chat to get people to follow? I feel like, so that with that question there, I feel like with that question there, I feel like that's clout chasing. And what do I mean by clout chasing? I'm trying to get recognized based off of by throwing my name out to that larger streamer. I believe if that is the case, you need to try to network with that streamer. You need to try to build a relationship. And going in there, I don't think that your name should be thrown out into a larger streamer's chat. With Discord, with that being said, with my perfect example I gave in the very beginning of this is a proper way of going about it is building that relationship by excuse me by watching that streamer and having a communication with them. I don't like when bigger streamers delete these comments if they go to 20k people watching the silence some streamer. The biggest thing is because what you're doing there is you're chasing the clout and you're trying to poach other people, other followers from their stream, and that is a big no-no. If somebody came into my chat say, hey, my name is Fire Girl Collins and I'm about to stream, I'm like, hey, that's awesome, but there's a proper etiquette, a way of going into someone's stream and having conversations. If that's your first time in there, it's not a quick way, it's not a good way of doing it. So it's just dropping, if I haven't built a relationship with that person, then dropping my name in their channel is probably not the best thing to do, because then that looks like I'm sending out people for clout chasing, and I'm not all about that clout chasing. I'm all about building relationships that last a while, because if I don't build those relationships, what's going to happen is if I switch the platform, I lose those relationships, which shouldn't have happened. 100% shouldn't have happened. And it's sad, but it happens that way in the streaming world. And remember this, guys. The streaming world is a me world. Sometimes you need to remember this. What can I do for them that will help them out? What can I do for them that will help them out? Because it shouldn't just be all about yourself. It needs to be about the other people in the relationship. That's in life too, chat. That's in life too. Don't forget about your partner. So, but yeah. So the biggest thing with that, what you're doing right there, Courtney, what you're doing right there is you're chasing for followers. You're chasing for followers. You're chasing for followers. You don't build communities off of a follow. You build communities off of relationships. So, but I understand what you're saying. I see someone asked if they played games with you and so, and they banned the person mentioning another streamer. Okay, that makes a lot more sense to the streamer. Just people be like that. People be like that sometimes. People just be like that, and that's. I mean, if you're saying, "Hey, have you played with so and so?" That's just wild. To me, that's just wild. That's the situation you're talking about. I've said if you're going in there just name dropping, that's a different story. But that's just that's wild. That's absolutely wild. That situation. But guys, once again, we're talking about networking and the importance of networking. And I hopefully, like I said, I hope you guys learned something today. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this this all about networking. It's not the easiest subject to talk about. It's not the easiest thing to do. So if you guys do, start today, start tomorrow, start at some point if you haven't started networking. Because if you do network, it'll be better for you and your stream. It'll be better for you and your community. All right, guys, I want to say, guys, thank you so much. That was episode 4 with your boy, me, Neoprime12. Guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We talked about networking. We talked about a little bit of different things too. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, if you enjoyed it, please smash that thumbs up. Please hit the bell. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I love you guys, and I'll see you for episode 5 next week.